everyone, I'm Colleen Ballinger and this is my best friend Colleen DeSoto.
Hello!
And today we are going to watch a video that we haven't seen since I posted it. I haven't rewatched it.
I haven't rewatched it.
Yeah, so we have a friend who is a psychic, a medium. She's just kind of like an all-around amazing woman. And she came over right after I got pregnant and told us the future of my baby. And the only thing I can remember from that psychic reading was that she said he was gonna be like manly. Like he's gonna be like a man's man. But I saw someone tweet yesterday that some of the stuff she said in the video was like really accurate now that I've had the baby. So I feel like we wanna watch it and react to it and see how much stuff she got right. I'm nervous, what if it's all right? Or worse, what if it's all wrong and we make her look bad? Okay, here we go. Psychic sees my baby future. She also did a psychic reading for Corey and me, and that was really amazing too. But today we're going to do the psychic reading of my baby.
What's up everyone, it's me Colleen, and
oh my god, it's 18 minutes long?
Excited. So I guess we're doing a psychic reading.
Yes.
And then if you have questions, I will go ahead and address
my hair's longer.
If there's anything that you don't want to know about, in case it comes to me, I can edit it out and not give it to you.
I wonder how many times she does psychic readings and she sees or feels like this person's going to die or something really bad's gonna happen and she just doesn't say anything. I wonder how many times people say, I want you to edit it out, and I wonder how many times she knows something really bad's gonna happen to someone and she doesn't say.
But who wants to have it edited out? Like, if someone knows you're gonna die, I wanna hear it.
I don't know. I kinda don't wanna hear the bad stuff, but anyway, okay.
I want to look at this as a conversation, but just don't feed me too much. Okay. Unless it's chocolate.
She's so cute.
Okay, so the first thing I feel like is that your mom is showing up. There's a sense of annoyance. I also see a lot of giggling with this mother. I feel like at one point, I'm just gonna say it, that she might have made you pee in your pants. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Did you have a leakage one time?
No, okay. My mom pees her pants, like, constantly. She said, your mom made you pee your pants.
Yeah.
The rest of my pregnancy, I peed my pants, like, every day.
Did your mom make you pee? Did you laugh and you pee?
No, I guess mom didn't make me. I think that's just being pregnant, is like you pee your pants. I don't know. I'm trying to be.
Well, that's accurate.
Yeah. And also, here's the other thing is everyone, when they saw this, was like, well, obviously she's thinking about being a mom, because when I put my hands in the water, she goes, I'm feeling your mom. And a lot of people are coming here like, well, obviously she's thinking about being a mom because she's pregnant. But what's weird is that, like, my mom is awesome and I don't get annoyed with my mom very often. Like, I love my mom. I think she's a queen. And literally, it was literally right before she walked in the door, I was venting to Corey about like, oh my god, I'm so frustrated, I'm so annoyed with my mom, because literally I asked her if she had any pregnancy symptoms and she said no. And then so I thought I was gonna have any pregnancy symptoms, and then when I started having them, I started asking her about it and she's like, yeah, I do. And I was like, oh, I'm so annoyed. Why wouldn't she just tell me she had these so that I could be prepared? And so right before Terry walked in, I was super annoyed with my mom, which I never really get. So that's why that one was weird to me. But anyway, the peeing your pants thing. When you're pregnant, you pee your pants.
It also feels like, I don't know if you've already made birth plans or anything like that, but it feels like mom will be in the room. You understand that? You had those discussions.
Okay, wait. Time out. Okay, so here's the two of that. So in this video, she's like, your mom needs to be there, your mom needs to be there.
Colleen didn't have that planned.
I didn't have that planned, and also I was like, okay, Terry said I should invite my mom, I'll invite my mom. And then the hospital was like, we don't really like more than 2 people in the room. So I was just gonna have Eric and my sister in the room. And I wanted to have my mom in, but I was like, okay, well, it's not gonna happen. Like, Terry said it was gonna happen, but you know, there's only 2 people allowed in the room. And then when I was about to go into labor, my mom got to the hospital to visit and she came in. And then the doctors came in and they were like, oh, are all of you staying? And I was like, if they want, yeah. And then my mom stayed for the birth, but I did not ask her to be there.
Yeah.
And the plan was not for her to be there.
Plan was not supposed to be there at all because she was watching Chris and Jessica's kids, and so she couldn't come over to be there and at the hospital anyway. So she wasn't supposed to be there at all. And even Colleen was like, well, if she comes over, like, I don't want to upset anyone. Like, I don't know if I really want her in the room. But then, like, she ended up watching
there, and I did not ask her to be in there. I'm really happy she was there because originally I wanted her in there. But then the doctors were like, we only want 2 other people in there, only Eric and one other person, so I chose Rachel. And then my mom ended up in the room, and she just was like, your mom is gonna be in the room.
That's crazy.
I want to hear again. She said your mom will be in the room.
Yeah.
It also feels like, I don't know if you've already made birth plans or anything like that, but it feels like mom will be in the room. You understand that? You've had those discussions.
Well, not with her, but
it's important enough or special enough for your mom to be invited.
Yeah.
So, and I do see her in there, and I see her just crying from just
Well, we were
such joy.
all crying.
Well, of course, I mean, it's a baby.
But I'm starting to get some information about the birth. Okay.
That's what I'm scared of. She's like,
Starting her love already. I feel like it's gonna happen quicker than you think it's gonna happen.
stop!
Stop it, girl. Stop it now.
Okay, so my baby came 3 weeks early, 3.5 weeks early, like way earlier than we thought. So at first we thought maybe, what? Yeah, we just got excited. At first we thought maybe the baby would come like a week early, but I still didn't think that because my mom was late with her baby. So we thought I was gonna be super late with my baby too. And then there was talks of me delivering early, but my water broke 3 weeks early.
But also she's saying the baby will come quicker than you thought. You pushed for 30 minutes.
And that was
when
it.
women are like in labor for 3 days. Like,
Yeah, shut up. I have to hear that again. That's wild.
I feel like it's gonna happen quicker than you think it's gonna happen.
That's great news.
The way it feels to me is like almost like you dilate much quicker than anticipated.
Okay.
But it doesn't feel negative or anything like that.
okay,
It's
good.
like, oh, it's happening.
Okay. That's literally what happened. It wasn't negative at all. I keep telling people I had like a great birth experience. Like in my mukbang, you can see, I haven't seen this yet when I filmed that mukbang. I said, I was like, it was great. I would do it again. Like,
yeah.
it was a
she's
positive
like,
experience.
The 9 months was hard, but the birth, let's do it.
I would do it again. And it happened so fast because I had Pitocin, which wasn't planned. The doctors came in and said they're gonna give me Pitocin, which is a drug that makes it go faster. And literally, they came and checked me and they're like, okay, now you're 2 centimeters, now you're 4 centimeters, now you're 6 centimeters, now you're 8 centimeters, now let's push your 10 centimeters, let's go. And it was like, oh my God,
quick.
it happened so fast. And then in 30 minutes, I had the baby. Like, it was wild.
Baseball. Now I know that that's very general, but I do feel like there's a connection to the baby and baseball. I feel like he's gonna be very manly. Like, I know that's weird to say.
Oh my goodness, of course.
Girl, he's gonna be jumping off things.
He already is.
All boys. Like he's just gonna be like running around and just like.
We're not there yet. We'll have to go back and watch it again in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I do feel, do you understand music? Does he like start moving around and like when there's loud music?
Yeah, well, I just went on tour and
true.
I would sing and dance and it was very loud on stage and I would get off stage and that's when he would be the most active.
He would do that, and I would go to like, after we filmed this, I would go to like concerts or like, you know, open mic nights, stuff like that. Anywhere where there's live, loud music, he would start dancing around a lot in my stomach. And now that he's out, if I'm playing piano, singing to him, if Eric and I are singing loudly or we put on loud music, he falls asleep now. But in the womb, he was very, very active during music, and now that he's out, he sleeps with music.
I feel like you're the first 3 months. I'm gonna even go so far.
she's talking about after it happens.
The first 3 to 6 months, I feel like you need to be a lot easier on yourself.
This is good for me to hear right now.
Just maybe
Like I've already experienced a lot of disappointment in myself, even just with pregnancy. So
Oh, come on. Right
You
when I
gotta
was
make
getting-
that coin!
I was like into it.
We making that money, honey.
as you progress, you might feel heavier, not just physically,
well, that's gonna happen.
emotionally heavier. But it also
So she's
comes
talking about
from
pregnancy now.
Yeah, she's saying as I progress, I'll be feeling heavier emotionally and
Girl.
physically. And girl, I went through it. I was like,
It was hard.
It was
Making
bad.
a baby is hard work.
It almost feels like you're focusing a lot on the fear. Do you understand that? That makes
Wow.
sense to you? Would you like to move to some
Oh my God.
Okay.
Remember when what's her face came over, the birth lady, and you were so scared?
Yes, I sobbed. I had my first like anxiety attack. Like I was like hyperventilating. And Corey and Eric were there after the birth lady left. She scared me so much with talking about, not her, she was wonderful, but like just hearing all the information about what was gonna happen to me and my body and how to get the baby out and just how scary it can be. I was so scared that when she left, I was like, I can't do it, I don't wanna do it. I was so afraid and like just sobbed, I couldn't breathe. Like it was a disaster. So I really focused on the fear a lot. So I did not listen to Terry here because the fear overtook me my whole pregnancy. I was really, really scared. And now that I'm past the birth, I'm like, oh, it wasn't that scary.
Just how am I going to be as a mom?
Yeah.
Am I going to be, again, with expectations, am I going to be as great as I've always thought I've been? How's my relationship going to be with this kid who's the polar opposite?
I'm so curious. I don't remember what she said.
You know, that would be my biggest question.
Perfect. Let's do this.
I basically asked her, how am I going to be like a mom? Like, am I going to meet my expectations? What kind of mom am I going to be? And I don't remember what she says.
In regards to your situation, represents the new beginnings. So this is the new beginnings. But this is also something you haven't had to think about in the past, so you understand that, right? But you're very much in your head about it, almost to the point of obsessing. You understand that? But it's also the beginnings of a new love that you have never experienced
That's
before.
so true.
So even though he's going to be like a all boy, he will have a respect for his mom. Okay.
He better.
This is for when he's older, I guess.
And that's gonna be, okay, so if there's any part of you that's concerned about whether you will, when I say this is a little bit more dramatic, survive the pregnancy, or not, you totally will. I feel like your mind is gonna get in the way more. So I did see earlier, when I started talking about the baseball, I did see another baby coming.
Okay.
So I do see you having 2 children. I can't see further past that, because I do feel like you might go, I'm not sure about anymore, but I do see a sibling for sure, and I do see that sibling being another boy. So
as of right now, I don't want to be pregnant with any more children, but we do want to adopt children, and I want to adopt a little girl, but who knows what will happen. Maybe it'll be a boy. Maybe I'll get pregnant again and it'll be a boy, but if we got pregnant again, it will be an oopsie, because like I'm not trying.
Planning for that.
I do feel like he's gonna be really handsome.
I think so too, because I think he's gonna look like his dad.
He's gonna.
He does. I was a psychic there. I was a psychic because he looks exactly like Eric.
I do feel that Sir Corey here is going to be extremely influential on him. So just so you know, you got your job set for him
I'm
too.
ready.
Thank you so much. You're so great, and I want to have you back again. And
Okay, so thoughts.
I'm
What
just
are
because she
thoughts?
said baseball so many times. Like
I know.
I'm interested to see in the future what
happens with baseball?
Because I know your dad loves baseball. Rachel loves baseball.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll love baseball.
Going with them or something. I don't know.
I have no idea. But yeah, a lot of the stuff she said had to do with him once he starts to get older and gets a personality. But she was very accurate with like it was gonna happen faster than we thought, and she was very specific. She didn't just say like he might come sooner than you think, he might not. She was like he's gonna come way sooner than you think, and she said, and you're gonna dilate really quickly. You're gonna be like, oh my god, it's happening, and that is definitely what happened, and that is the opposite of what everyone told me would happen. Everyone told me it's going to go so slow. Your first baby's always slow. You're gonna be there for like over 24 hours, like trying to get him out, and you progress really slowly when you're pregnant the first time. Like that's what everybody told me. She is a psychic, and I was a psychic about him looking like Eric. Everything she said at the time was like accurate for the time. I wonder what it'd be like to have Terry come back now and like do a reading on him now that he's out.
We should do it.
Tell me in the comments.
Should.
Yeah, tell me if we should do it, because if I should have the psychic come back and do a psychic reading of me and the baby now. But there's a lot of stuff in there. She also said like you're gonna be way hard on yourself, and she said there's gonna be times where you think you can't get through this pregnancy, and you can. And that's so true. And the night before I gave birth, I was sobbing to Eric, and I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I have to be done. I can't do it. And I was sobbing. And then that morning my water broke. So like there were plenty of days where I was like, I'd cry to you, I remember there's one day where Corey came in my office and I was literally like just in a bra, my huge pregnant belly, laying on this couch sobbing. And he walked in and he goes, I think you were just coming to tell me like you were going to get lunch or something.
Yeah.
And he walked in and you're like, are you okay? And I was like, no. And I was like sobbing. I was like, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. So I know a lot of pregnant women feel that way, but a lot of pregnant women don't. So she kind of had a 50-50 chance on that one. She was accurate. I don't think there's anything in there that she was wrong about. There's just stuff we don't know yet, like the baseball and the military.
And like his personality, like if he's gonna be a boy or like jumping off the walls.
Right now, all he does is eat and poop, and he goes, he does that a lot. But yeah, leave a comment. Let us know if you want us to do this again with Terry, or if there's something else you want us to do with Terry. She's really good at what she does, so I'm a big fan of hers. And make sure to subscribe to Corey and follow all his social medias. And I'll see you guys later. Happy holidays. Bye.